All this time you've been trying. You've been the nice guy, the available one, the dependable one. You text back instantly, a jolt of nervous energy in your thumbs, terrified that a 5-minute delay will mean she loses interest. You drop your plans, your gym session, your work, your entire life at a moment's notice for a vague maybe from her. You've become a master listener, nodding, validating, agreeing. You're so right, that's terrible, he doesn't deserve you. You wait, you orbit. You've been sold a bill of goods, a pervasive lie whispered by a culture that wants to soften you, to domesticate you, to make you safe. The lie is that if you just show you care enough, if you're vulnerable, emotionally open, and in touch with your feelings, you will be the one she ultimately chooses. But let's do a brutal audit of your reality. Look at where it's actually gotten you. You're such a great guy. You're so sweet. You are the best friend she calls at 2 a.m., her voice thick with tears, to complain about the very man who treats her with an animalistic indifference you can't even fathom. You are the one who gets the details of his passion, his selfishness, his unpredictability. You're the emotional janitor, cleaning up the mess he made, all while hoping she'll finally notice the mop in your hands and fall in love with you for it. She never does. She gets off the phone, thanks you for being amazing, and the next night she's right back with him, chasing that same raw, masculine energy that you have systematically suffocated in yourself in the name of being nice. Your availability has become just another word for desperation. It's a stench of neediness, and it's the single greatest repellent on planet Earth. It signals to the world, and more importantly to her, that your center of gravity isn't inside you. It's inside her. You have no internal axis. You are a ghost, a leaf in the wind, and your entire emotional state is dictated by her validation, her moods, her texts. You've given her all the power, and you've kept none for yourself. This isn't about becoming a cold, unfeeling sociopath. We are not here to build a monster. This is about building an internal core of steel, a foundation that cannot be shaken by outside validation or the agonizing lack of it. This is about true Stoic indifference. It's not a tactic, it's a fundamental shift in your very being. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to reclaim your power, build that unshakable internal foundation, and develop the kind of profound indifference that doesn't push people away, but makes them irresistibly, magnetically drawn to the quiet, unshakable power you project. Let's be absolutely clear on what this is not. The indifference we're talking about isn't the petty, childish, and frankly psychopathic game you see played by insecure men who've read a few toxic blog posts. It is not about negging a woman, giving her a backhanded compliment to lower her value so you can feel superior. It is not about calculatedly, anxiously staring at your phone and waiting precisely 3 hours to text her back, your thumb twitching over the send button. It is not about puffing up your chest in a bar, pointedly ignoring her, or acting aloof while your entire nervous system is screaming for her to just look at you. That is just neediness wearing a different mask. It's a performance. It's a pathetic little stage play, and you're a terrible actor. Just like your nice guy routine, this fake alpha routine is pathetic because its goal is exactly the same, to get a specific reaction from her. You're still a puppet. You just swapped out the please like me strings for the please chase me strings. Your emotional state is still 100% dependent on her. Your actions are still, at their core, a desperate plea. Look at me. Look at how unbothered I am. Notice my unbotheredness. Validate my performance of not needing validation. You're a circus clown begging for applause. And women who operate on a primal subconscious level of social intuition that you can barely comprehend can smell this inauthenticity a mile away. They sense the effort. They sense the lie. They sense that your indifference is a fragile shell and that the same needy, validation-starved man is hiding right inside. It's just a new tactic, and it's just as repulsive as the old one. True Stoic indifference isn't a tactic you use on someone. It's a state of being that results from a profound, seismic internal shift. It's the difference between a flimsy tent in a hurricane and a granite mountain. The tent, that's you, checking your phone, obsessing over her scene status, rereading your texts, analyzing her emojis, getting a stomach-dropping lurch of anxiety when she's active but not replying to you, is thrown violently by every single wave, every gust of wind. Its entire reality is dictated by the storm. It has no stability, it has no power, it is pure, naked reaction. The granite mountain, however, it doesn't care about the storm. This is the crucial part. It doesn't fight the storm. It doesn't pretend the storm isn't there. It is simply the mountain. The storm rages, winds howl, rain and ice smash against it. The mountain remains. It is bolted to the core of the earth. Its reality is not defined by the weather because it is the fucking landscape. It is an unshakable fact. Your niceness is the tent. Your fake aloofness is also the tent, just painted a different color. True indifference is the process of becoming the mountain. It's the deep, unshakable, cellular level knowledge that you are the bedrock. Your value isn't granted by her attention, and it cannot be taken away by her rejection. Your worth is not up for negotiation. This kind of power is terrifying to people who are used to controlling others through emotional leverage. They don't know what to do with a man who doesn't need their approval. They can't find the strings. There are no levers to pull. This indifference isn't coldness, it's fullness. You are not an empty cup, walking around hoping she will fill you. You are already full. Her presence, her validation, her attraction, it is a complement to your life, not the center of it. And the only way to achieve that state, the only way to become the mountain, is to build something in your life that is infinitely more important to you than any single person's validation. That something is your mission, your purpose, your path. Call it whatever you want, but it is the non-negotiable, all-consuming pursuit that you dedicate your life to, above all else. This is not your job. It's not a hobby. It's your obsession. It's the business you are building from nothing, with your own sweat and blood, late into the night when everyone else is asleep. It's the craft you are mastering until you are in the top 1%, until your name is synonymous with excellence. It's the physical vessel you are forging with disciplined fire every single day, no excuses, no rest days that turn into rest weeks. It's the legacy you are forging, brick by painful, grueling brick. This pursuit, this war you are waging against your own mediocrity must, at all costs, come before any woman. The man without a mission is a ship without a rudder, a ghost drifting through life. He is a consumer, not a creator. He scrolls, he watches, he waits. He is fundamentally reactive. He waits for the weekend. He waits for a text. He waits for life to happen to him. And because his own life is an empty, hollow vessel, the moment a woman shows him even a flicker of attention, it becomes the single most important thing in his world. He becomes a barnacle, desperately trying to cling to her for direction, for validation, for an identity. He will inevitably try to make her his true north. This isn't romantic. It's parasitic. It's suffocating. It is the action of a weak, empty man, and it is the single most unattractive quality you can possess. You are not offering her a partnership. You are offering her a burden. You are asking her to be your mother, your therapist, and your purpose. But the man on his path, the man whose reality is defined by his mission, he is the ship on a set, determined course, cutting his own way through the ocean. He knows his destination, and the world will either get on board or get out of the way. He is proactive, he builds, he creates, he is the source of his own validation. Now let's replay a scene. It's 11:03 p.m. on a Tuesday. The man without a mission is in bed, his face lit by the pale, sickly blue light of his phone, endlessly scrolling through other people's lives. His phone buzzes. It's her. His heart doesn't just beat, it explodes out of his chest. It's a physical neurological event. Dopamine floods his brain like a tactical nuke. This is it. She finally sees me. I've been such a good friend, and now I'm getting the call up. His hands are literally shaking as he fumbles his phone, his mind racing to craft the perfect, casual but interested reply. He fails. He just types, "Yeah, what's up?" That pathetic smiley face is a digital plea. And now his hell begins. He will not sleep. He will not rest. He will stare at that screen, adrenaline dumped and pathetic, waiting for her next text, waiting for whatever crumbs she decides to throw him. He is a dog on a leash, and she just yanked the chain. He is her property. The man on his path sees the same text, but where is he at 11:03 p.m. on a Tuesday? He's not in bed scrolling. He's at his desk, deep in a schematic. He's analyzing a market trend. He's writing the final agonizing pages of his book. Or, more likely, he's been fast asleep for an hour because he has a 5 a.m. workout that is non-negotiable for his physical and mental performance. The phone buzzes. He might glance at it. He sees the text. And what does he feel? Nothing. There is no jolt. There is no emotional high. There is no "this is it." There is just information. And that information is processed through one simple, brutal, unemotional filter. Does this serve my mission? A vague, low-effort 11 p.m. text? The answer is an immediate, resounding no. It's a distraction. It's empty calories. It's a threat to his focus. So he turns his phone face down and goes back to his work. Or he rolls over and goes back to sleep. He'll respond in the morning during his scheduled admin time, or he won't. He will respond if and when it suits his schedule, not as a desperate reaction to hers. The biggest mistake you're making, the one that guarantees your failure, is faking this. You pretend to have purpose. You wait an hour to text back, but you're just staring at the clock, a prisoner in your own room, pacing the floor, terrified she'll get bored. You act busy, but you're just refreshing her social media, analyzing her last active status, driving yourself insane. This is a house of cards. It's a flimsy facade, and she can smell it. She knows on a primal level that your purpose is a lie and that she is the real prize you're hunting. You've simply swapped nice guy tactics for fake alpha tactics. The core problem is identical. Your center is still external. You must have a purpose so consuming, so all-important, that you genuinely forget to check your phone. You must be so locked into your own reality that her attention is a pleasant bonus, not the objective. This isn't about ignoring her. It's about being so genuinely, passionately, obsessively engaged with your own life that your indifference to her moment-to-moment validation is the most honest and therefore the most powerfully attractive signal you can possibly send. It signals that you are a complete human being, not a half-empty vessel waiting for her to make you whole. This state of being, this absolute, unshakable rootedness in your own mission, is the only source of genuine frame. You hear that word tossed around constantly, frame, holding frame, but it's been warped by the same insecure men we talked about earlier. They think frame is about being a domineering asshole, about winning every argument, about never ever apologizing. That's not frame. That's a child's brittle ego. True frame is simply your reality. It's your set of principles. It's your boundaries. It's the non-negotiable constitution by which you live your life, a constitution that you wrote based on your values and your mission. The man with no mission has no frame. His reality is soft, permeable, and easily invaded. He's a go-with-the-flow guy, which is just a pathetic way of saying, I have no direction of my own, so I will happily be pulled by your current. He is the quintessential people-pleaser. His boundaries are written in wet sand, and the first wave of social pressure, or, more to the point, the first sign of female disapproval, washes them away completely. He stands for nothing, so he falls for everything. When she says jump, he doesn't just ask how high. He asks, was that high enough? Do I need to jump again? Please validate my jump. His entire reality is held hostage by her validation. but the man whose reality is built on the bedrock of his own purpose. His frame is inflexible, case-hardened steel. It's not aggressive, it's not loud, it's not obnoxious, it's just unmoving. It is the granite mountain. This is where indifference does its most powerful and misunderstood work. It's not about being indifferent to her. It's about being absolutely profoundly indifferent to whether she likes your frame or not. Your principles are not up for debate. Your schedule is not a vague suggestion. Your self-respect is not on the auction block. And make no mistake, your frame will be tested. She has to. This is not a conscious, malicious act. This is a subconscious, biological imperative that is millions of years old. She is probing your reality, checking for hollow spots. She is looking for the lighthouse in the storm. Her own emotions are a chaotic ocean, and she is desperately, subconsciously praying that you are the solid rock she can anchor to. She needs to know that your reality is stronger than her emotional chaos, so she'll throw a storm. It might be a small squall at first, a shit test, a passive-aggressive comment, "That shirt is interesting," or "You're always at the gym, aren't you?" She's poking you, looking for a reaction. The nice guy, the man with no frame, crumbles instantly. He gets defensive, insecure. "What? You don't like it? I'll change. I knew it looked stupid." Or, "Oh, I don't have to go. I can skip it. It's not a big deal." He has just failed. He has just proven his reality is weaker than her fleeting opinion. He's shown that her validation is more important than his own conviction. Then comes the logistics test. She's an hour late, or she texts you an hour before your planned date. "Hey, I know we said 8 p.m. at that place you picked, but can you just come to my friend's apartment on the other side of town at 9:30 instead? We're just hanging out." The man with no frame caves. "Of course, no problem. See you then." He just communicated that his time is worthless, his plans are meaningless, and he is willing to sit in an hour of traffic and be her glorified last-minute booty call. He's a circus poodle, and he just performed his trick. The man with stoic indifference, the man with frame, doesn't even register these as tests. He registers them as information. To the interesting shirt comment, he doesn't get defensive. He doesn't flinch. He might just smile, "I like it," and he moves on. He is not seeking her approval. His reality is that he likes the shirt. Her opinion is just her opinion. To the last-minute change of plans, he doesn't get angry. He doesn't throw a fit. He just states his reality. "No, that doesn't work for me. Our plan was 8 p.m. If you can't make that, we'll do it another time. Have a good night." He is not punishing her. He is simply indifferent to the outcome. He is communicating that his time is valuable and his word is bond. He will not abandon his own structure to fit into her chaos. He'll just go to the gym or go back to his work or do anything else that serves his mission, completely unbothered. This is outcome independence. You are so genuinely unattached to the specific outcome, whether she texts back, whether she agrees, whether she gets angry, whether she stays, that you are finally totally free. This freedom is the single most magnetic quality on earth. It's not that you don't want her, it's that you don't need her. And that right there is the distinction that changes the entire game. He is not defined by her emotional state. He is not hooked by her storm. He is the container for the storm, and his profound, unshakable calm is what makes her feel, paradoxically, both completely safe and wildly attracted. The cancer that destroys all indifference, the mental poison that will instantly and completely annihilate your frame, your mission, and your power is one-itis. It's the pathetic, fantasy-driven belief that she is the one, the unicorn, the single, magical, iridescent key to your entire life's happiness that, if lost, can never, ever be replaced. The moment this mental virus infects your system, you are finished. It is a complete systems failure. Your mission? It's gone, replaced by a new, pathetic mission. Keep her. Your frame? It's not just bent, it's liquefied and poured down the drain, replaced by her frame, her whims, her schedule. Your power? You've handed it to her on a silver platter and begged her to take it. You have made her your god, and you will become her willing slave. You've been on 2 dates, and you're already planning the future. You're imagining introducing her to your friends. You're daydreaming about your life together while you're supposed to be working. You text good morning into the void and feel a jolt of pure, uncut panic when she doesn't reply for an hour. You're not just checking her social media, you're studying it, analyzing who liked her picture, who she's following, what her ex-boyfriend looks like. You will compromise your most fundamental principles at the first sign of her disapproval. You will beg. You will apologize for things you didn't do. You will tolerate disrespect, flakiness, and outright contempt, all with a desperate rictus grin on your face, terrified that if you don't, she'll walk. You have become a hollowed-out, groveling shell of a man, all because you are vibrating with the raw, naked terror of losing an outcome you were never guaranteed in the first place. Let me be brutally, painfully clear. One-itis is not love, it's not romance, it's not a soul connection. It is the raw, agonizing, animal terror of scarcity. It is your ego screaming at you from the deepest, weakest part of your lizard brain that you are not good enough to find another one. It's the belief that this is your one and only shot at happiness, that this high-quality woman is a statistical miracle, and that you, with your low value, could never possibly attract another one like her. So you must cling to this one with a white-knuckled, suffocating death grip. It is the most profound display of low self-worth you can possibly imagine. True Stoic indifference is rooted in the exact opposite, a deep, cellular-level, unshakable belief in abundance. This does not mean you need to be a player. It does not mean you need to be dating 10 women. It means you have the calm, quiet, core-level knowledge that you are the prize, that your mission is your true partner, that your life is already full, rich, and meaningful by itself. You are not looking for your other half because you are already whole. You are a complete unit, and because you are whole, you engage with her from a place of power, not desperation. You are free to be your most authentic, unfiltered self because you are not constantly editing your words and actions to avoid messing it up. You are free to see her clearly, flaws and all, instead of the idealized, flawless goddess your one-itis has projected onto her. This mindset, this combination of mission, frame, and abundance, builds to the ultimate expression of indifference, the genuine, unemotional, absolute willingness to walk away. This is not a threat. It is not an ultimatum. It is not a tactic you deploy to make her chase. It is a simple, non-negotiable, fundamental fact of your reality. Your internal monologue is not, "Please don't leave me. What did I do wrong? I can fix this." Your internal monologue is, "My path is this way. I am building my empire. I am on my mission. I want you to be by my side while I do it. I would be genuinely happy to share this journey with you." But if you choose to step off this path, if you bring chaos, if you bring disrespect, if you bring disloyalty, if your reality and my reality prove to be incompatible, I will not stop. I will not negotiate my principles. I will not chase you. I will not beg. I will hold the frame. I will wish you well. I will let you go, and I will continue walking. This isn't about being cruel. It's about being profoundly honest. You are communicating that your self-respect, your standards, and your mission are not for sale. Not for her, not for anyone. And here is the core, beautiful, brutal psychological paradox. The moment you have the internal, unshakable strength to watch her walk away and know in your bones that you will be fine, that is the precise moment she will feel, on a primal biological level, that she can never, ever leave. So what is the final step? What is the hack that cements this? What is the one weird trick that makes it all click? There isn't one. The final, most brutal truth is this. You have to stop looking for a how-to guide on her and start writing the why for you. The very premise of your search is flawed. You came here, you clicked this video because you wanted to learn how to be irresistible. That is still the trap. It's still her frame, her validation, her world. You are still fundamentally a supplicant. Your entire reality, your entire sense of self-worth is still being defined by her. You're still asking, what can I do to make her want me? As long as that is your driving question, the entire game is rigged against you because the very act of trying is the proof that you are not the prize. It is the neon sign flashing neediness above your head. No matter how cool you act, no matter how long you wait to text back, your intent is polluted. It's an intent to get, to take validation, and that stench of desperation is something she can smell on a primal biological level. The goal is not to make you irresistible to her. The goal is to make your mission irresistible to you. This is the great recalibration. This is the 180-degree turn you must make, or you will be a slave to female validation for the rest of your life. A hollow man chasing an external high you can never, ever keep. You have to fundamentally change your internal operating system. For your entire life, you've been running on external OS. Your happiness, your self-worth, your sense of okayness is dependent on downloading packets of validation from the outside world. From her, from your friends, from your boss, from likes on social media, you are a puppet. You must uninstall this garbage OS and install a new one, internal OS. In this new system, you are the source code. Your validation comes from you. It comes from the process. It comes from the struggle. It comes from the man you see in the mirror at the end of a 16-hour day, covered in sweat and metaphorical blood, knowing that you did not compromise, knowing that you did not quit, knowing that you pushed your own limits for you. You have to find the thing that sets your soul on fire, the thing that you must do, even if you fail, the problem you must solve, the empire you must build, the physical form you must forge, and you must dedicate your life to it. With the monomaniacal, obsessive, religious focus of a zealot. You must fall in love with your path, with the process, with the pain. You must become so obsessed with building yourself, your business, your body, and your legacy that she becomes the distraction. Your mission becomes the reward. This is the state of genuine flow that psychologists talk about. It is the only true antidote to neediness. It's that moment when you are so deep in your work, so immersed in the act of creation, that time itself melts away. When you're coding and the architecture of the program is unfolding in your mind's eye. When you're under the barbell and it's just you and the iron, a war against gravity. When you're writing and the words are pouring out of you from a place you don't even understand. You look up and you realize 6, 7, 8 hours have passed. You haven't eaten, you haven't checked your phone, you haven't thought about her, you haven't thought about anyone. That is the moment. That is the source of true power. In that moment, you are not needy, you are not empty, you are not available, you are full. You are a creator plugged directly into the source of your own validation. And your indifference to the outside world, to her texts, to her drama, to whether she likes you or not, is no longer an act. It is a non-negotiable, unavoidable, glorious side effect of your focus. You're not playing hard to get. You are hard to get. Your time is valuable because every minute you give to her meaningless drama is a minute stolen from your empire. Your focus is occupied because your mind is on the schematic, the quarterly report, the next lift, the next chapter, not on her scene status, not on deciphering her last text. When she is with you, you are with her. Your focus is a powerful present beam. But when you are not, you are gone. You are back on the path. You are not a man she just wants. You are a man she has to compete with your own purpose to get. Think about the profound difference. The external man, the nice guy, the fake alpha, even if he gets the girl, he is immediately in a prison of his own making. He is terrified of losing her because she is his only source of validation. His entire life becomes a miserable, anxious tightrope walk of keeping her happy. He can't make a move without her approval. He's still a slave. The internal man, the stoic, the man on his path, his happiness is uncorrelated from her validation. His fulfillment comes from his progress. Her presence is a wonderful addition to his life, but not the center of it. This is true freedom. This is what indifference truly means. It's not indifference to her, it's indifference to the outcome, because your primary source of fulfillment is secure. It's you. This freedom, this genuine lack of need, is the very thing that makes you magnetic. She cannot control you with her validation, her approval, or her withdrawal, her disapproval, her anger, her silence. You are a free agent. You are unhookable. This is the essence of raw masculine polarity. This is the lighthouse that is bolted to the bedrock. She cannot find this in the nice guy who crumbles for her. She cannot find this in the fake alpha whose tactics she sees right through. She can only find it in the man who has built his own world, who operates by his own code, who is, in his very essence, free. This is the ultimate, non-negotiable paradox. In a world filled with hollow men, echo chambers of agreement, emotional sponges who will drop their entire lives, their self-respect, their soul, for a single crumb of female attention, that kind of unshakable, monk-like internal alignment to a higher purpose, that is the only power that truly lasts. It is the only thing she cannot manipulate. It is the only frame she cannot break. It is the only thing that will make her feel, on a level she cannot even articulate, that she is in the presence of a man. The man who needs nothing is the one she'll give everything to. Subscribe now, because a man who is whole is the only one worth chasing.